Hi guys, today we are actually going to be reacting to Ariana Grande's new song, Yes and. Now, I already know a bit of a background about the song because of the fact that she just started dating another guy while she was dating another guy, because of the fact that prior to that, she was dating another guy, in which she, before that, was dating another guy. So that just sums up all of Ariana Grande's relationships in about 20 seconds right there. We are going to be digging into this song, and then we're going to be talking about the timeline between all of her ex-boyfriends since 2008. So without further ado, let's begin.
Oh yeah, real exclusive. Typical Ari.
You know, I think I liked it better when her ponytail was a few centimeters higher.
Right. And I mean, who cares if she's happy? I don't want happy. I want art.
Okay, so we can already see critics of her. We already see them in the elevator going up to this level, this floor. They're already talking some poo-poo about her in the elevator, trying to really get you guys, the viewer, on the bandwagon of her being attacked, relentlessly attacked, and oh my god, woe is me. It's already like this for every single celebrity. So at this point, we already know that the media just attacks all the celebrities, but of course, there's some celebrities that deserve it, there's some celebrities that don't. Ariana Grande has a name for herself to just date a bunch of people. Obviously, people are going to talk about that because it's newsworthy.
I miss the old Ari. You know, the singer.
You don't say. I hear she's starting her own artisanal hummus line next.
Oh my god, did she really do that?
Well, I read it on the internet, so it must be true.
Okay, so again, of course, there's a lot of people that think exactly like this. If you just see it on the internet, that means it's true. It's really not true just because you see it on the internet. So, of course, I kind of agree with the approach on this, but at the same exact time, what is their motive behind that? Let's find out.
Well, it must be.
Okay, so we see a bunch of statues right here now. I have a little suspicion that the middle one is going to be Ariana Grande because it kind of looks like her, but the rest of them just looks like backup dancers. There's one on the floor. It's crazy that they're just all frozen. Okay, so we already know that the middle statue was Ariana Grande, and it's just funny how all of the stones just got pushed aside. That's actually really funny. Singers are already really revealing on their outfits that they pick out, but when you have a body like this, when you want to show off your abs, because Ariana Grande has abs, you want to show that off, so I don't blame her on that. I like how the same exact critics that were criticizing her in the elevator are now excited to get her hat. It's a little confusing. So I guess this is an attack on the people that are really saying all of this stuff just like in the media and stuff like that. She's telling them to say it with your chest and say it louder and say it to her face and stuff like that. But I bet that the majority of these people writing the things about her, like TMZ, stuff like that, would literally say it to her face. I don't really think that this line of attack really works out, especially when it comes to TMZ and stuff like that. So then she just made the hand movement like, shut your mouth. She doesn't really care about what you have to say. I mean, at the same exact time, we have to say, what is this in relation to? That's what I like to look at. That's what I like to know the background about the situation that we're talking about here. So now we can already start seeing what the lyrics actually start meaning here. So that's just exactly why I like looking at the lyrics of videos when I actually react to them, so I can actually know what is being said here. Of course, she's sitting here saying, okay, underneath your own projections, or change my most authentic life. Then she goes on to say, boy, come on, put your lipstick on. I don't know what this line is, but I can go with the other, underneath your own projections. I don't know that the people that are talking about her having so many past relationships and jumping from guy to guy is really projecting. I really do hope that she settles down and actually marries one of these guys that she gets with. But of course, at the same exact time, it's just like the Taylor Swift situation, that if you buckle down and you actually be with one guy, you don't have any songs to write about. So it's kind of sad.
I'll change my most authentic life. Boy, come on, put your lipstick on. I can tell you nothing but this way through the fire. And if you find yourself in a dark situation, just turn on your light and be like, yes.
So I don't know why there is actually a heater next to the reporters. I don't really know. I want to ask Ariana Grande. She's not going to respond to me. I don't know why. She's probably trying to melt them, but it's actually funny because that kind of reminds me of Escape Room. Really, really interesting right there. I don't know if she likes watching Escape Room, but that reminded me of Escape Room.
Say that shit with your chest.
But it's funny that these people don't move seats. They're just like, okay, well, it's hot in here. Let me take my clothes off. Like, nobody wants to see you take any clothes off. Please keep it on. Please actually add more clothes to you. Add like a big puffer jacket so we don't have to see you anymore. We do not want you to take off clothes. Now, I would just move seats. I would be like, okay, why is there a heater above me? Let me just move my seat. You know, that's actually very smart. Of course, these people just want to sit down just for, you know, because they're filming the video.
Fucking best friend. Say that shit with your chest. Keep moving, what's next? Yes, and
It's funny that the same exact people are now clapping and singing along to the music. That's what I find comedic about it. It's like this in the media field too. This is exactly what would happen. If somebody attacks Ariana Grande, she does something that they agree with, the next day they would go on her bandwagon. I don't really have an interest in anything, so I'm just going to say my opinion. She's moving on too fast, guy to guy, guy to guy, guy to guy, guy to guy. Every single year, there's a new relationship, even probably not even a year. We'll talk about the timeline right after. It's just like Taylor Swift. I'll say that with my chest because I do not really care.
my tongue is sacred, I speak upon what I like. Protected, sexy, discerning with my tongue. Your energy is yours, and mine is mine.
Okay, so now she's talking to the reporters itself. Your energy is yours, mine is mine. I can do whatever the F I want, and you can't really say much about it. You can say stuff about it, obviously, but she's just talking about the fact that she's not really going to care. And, you know, I give her credit to that because of the fact that a lot of people care too much about what's being said online, but also at the same exact time, if you really didn't care, you wouldn't make a music video about it. So it's like, I don't really get it.
What's mine is mine. My face is saying, I don't need no disguise. Don't comment on my body, do not reply.
So my face is sitting. How does your face sit? Okay. Don't comment on my body, do not reply. Okay, so if she talks about her body, she does not want the media actually talking about her body. When you start talking about your body, you invite people to talk about your body because they give you their opinion on yourself. You invite that when you start talking about your body.
Your business is yours, and mine is mine.
Also, at the same exact time, if you put your business out there for people to see and you have public relationships after public relationships after public relationships, of course, people are going to comment on that because now it's public business. See what happens if you have a public relationship? People are going to comment on that public relationship. But if you have a private relationship, people can't really comment on it because it's private. People don't know anything about the relationship.
Why do you care so much? Who's that right?
Okay, so at the same exact time, the media is not really caring about who you ride, or the media does not really care about who you date in general. It's just the fact that you're sitting here saying, look who I'm dating. Okay, 6 months later, look who I'm dating. And then 6 months later, look who I'm dating. And then this most previous guy has a kid and a wife, and then you steal the husband from the wife and the kid. You steal the father from the kid and the husband from the wife. And then you say, well, yes, and it doesn't really matter. I just completely separated a marriage that bared a child, but I don't really care. Yes, and what am I going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? How about you not look at people that are married as potential people that you want to get with? That's something that we can start with.
Why?
And now the media is dancing with her because she convinced the media that it's actually rude to talk about not breaking up marriages.
Say that shit with your chest. And be your own fucking best friend. Say that shit with your chest. Keep moving with respect. Yes and yes.
I love how the media is still underneath the heater. I love how the media is not even moving around at all. It's like they have like an insulation around them or something like that. I guess they really don't because they're taking clothes off. I do know exactly what has insulation, and that is the Common Sense Isn't Common bottle. This actually holds 22 fluid ounces. It holds all the ice, and it's actually not as much as a Stanley. If you do want a vessel to hold all of your liquids that you want to bring throughout the day, and you do want some insulation at the same exact time, showing off what you know, common sense isn't common because of the fact that common sense is sadly not common.
Say that shit with your chest. And be your own fucking best friend. Say that shit with your chest. Keep moving with respect. Yes and yeah.
And then she gets turned into stone. The media is just confused. See, I really don't get why the media is actually reacting like that, but, you know, that's just me. And then they start the whole thing over again with a whole new batch of media reporters. I guess she's trying to show the media reporters one by one why her relationship do not last that long. I don't really know. I mean, we can really see Graham Phillips that started in 2008 and it lasted 2011. This was actually a few years, 3 years long of a relationship. Then we can see that it went to Jay Brooks from 2012 to 2013. So that was actually a year later. Then she turned to Nathan Skies, and it began in August of 2013. And then Big Sean from October of 2014, and then ended the relationship in 2015. And then 8 months later, in April of 2015, they broke up. And then we can look at Ricky Alvarez. They started dating in 2015, and then they broke up in May of 2016, the next year. And then Mac Miller dated from 2016 to 2018. Then Pete Davidson from 2018 to 5 months, and then October of 2018 they broke up. Then she turned to Mikey Foster. They started dating in August of 2019, and then they broke up February of 2020. Then she turned to Dalton Gomes. She started dating him at February 2020. They actually broke up in May of 2021. So this actually lasted 15 months. And then now we are at Ethan Slater, which was actually married with a kid and a wife. Then they started dating in July of 2023 because he was on the same exact cast in Wicked. We would have to just see how long this one actually lasted. So, I mean, Lily J and Ethan Slater, I mean, a lot of people are saying, well, timelines are, you know, the timelines are like overlapping a little bit here, but we're not really gonna say if he actually cheated on his wife here with Ariana Grande or if vice versa. We don't really want to say. No, I'm gonna say it right, and I'm gonna say it with my chest out. I don't really care. He cheated on his wife, and he actually did not have father figure in his blood to stay connected to his wife and his kid, and instead to cheat on his wife and to actually cheat on his kid. Nonetheless, to actually move on and say, no, I'm not going to sit here and be with your mom and your dad. I'm not going to be here together. I'm not going to sit here and care for you as a child to make sure that you have a loving family. I'm not going to sit here and do that. No, I'm going to split it up because Ariana Grande is knocking on my back door. It's just disappointing right here. Obviously, a lot of people have said about what they have said about this situation. I'm putting my 2 cents in. Obviously, I do not like this at all. It's not really good, and she's going to just say yes but obviously she needs to just buckle down. She needs to finally find some love, and she needs to actually not cheat on people in the future. Now's the time to actually start buckling down, have a kid for yourself, and start enjoying life to the fullest, because life is very short and it's going to come quicker than you actually know, and this is coming from an 18-year-old. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, thank you all for listening, and if you did like this episode, or this reaction, I should say, please like and subscribe down below so I know that you like this kind of videos and I can release some more every single Sunday. Thank you all for watching, thank you all for listening, and I hope they have a great rest of your day.